Hello, dear listener. I'm your host, Hike, and today my guest is a software engineer turned into a fractional CMO. Adil, tell me who you are and what you do.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Hike. Yeah, so I'm Adil Ashfaq. I graduated as a software engineer. I turned into a crypto bro. I turned into a CMO in crypto space. Started working in this space back in 2019 as a writer. And from being a writer, I started like helping different brands with content, strategies, and currently I'm helping different brands on the higher level C-suite side of things as a CMO, specifically, let's say, on the crypto side of things.
Tell me, what did you do before joining the space in 2019?
That's a very good question, honestly. So I started my software engineering in 2013. I started studying in this university. And with this university, I started helping my father in his business. So my father is running construction material business since like 1988. So I was the only one helping my father in business growth, business stability, and, with day-to-day operations. I worked with my father for like 6 years. Then in 2019, I said, okay, I think I need to move forward and I'm going to start working on something else. That's when I started using Upwork, a freelancing platform, to start writing about what I feel about Web3 industry. So I was hired by a blockchain company called Sandbox. Sandbox is a big company still. And I started working as a writer. So before 2019, I had no plans to become like someone working in this space. And after 2019, till now, like I have no plans going back to the traditional businesses,
You started working in Web3 with Sandbox. It wasn't just any small company back in the day. It was straight Sandbox.
Back in the day, it was a small company. It was a startup, But a year later, its market cap was like $1.5 billion maybe. And in 2022 crash, like it crashed hard. But still, I think it's maintaining a good market cap and a good user base. After Sandbox, I was a part of Axie Infinity for a short period of time. And Axie Infinity had like a big base, like I guess 700,000 daily active users every single day back then. I'm glad that both of these companies are still alive because after Axie Infinity, I worked with some NFT and metaverse projects and almost half of them are dead. And sadly, all of these communities are also dead. If your coin and NFT is dead, it's something else. But if the community is dead, then of course it became very hard to revive that,
Sure. Talking about revival, you mentioned the crash at 2022. How did you cope with that? Because so you were with Axie and you started working with other projects as well. Like, how did you cope with the crash in 22?
So funny enough, in like those days, I actually completed my commitment with some of these projects and I wanted to have a few weeks or a few months off,
Right.
let's say mostly 2 or 3 months. It was kind of winter and I started focusing more on myself and also traveling, reading more, etc., etc. Also learning about different marketing strategies when I had time, I still remember in December 2022, one of my cousins was getting married and all of our cousins, we are having these gossips around Bitcoin, etc., etc. One of my cousins asked me, hey, Adil, is it good to buy Bitcoin right now? I opened my Binance app and Bitcoin was trading around 17,200. And I told him, bro, this is the best time to buy Bitcoin. So yeah, the overall time period was very stressful, especially those 3 months, October, November, and December 2022. But I seriously think if FTX say if all of that didn't happen, FTX would still be an exchange. I seriously think we have never like high chances. We wouldn't have go anything like below 30,000, so 15,700 is purely due to the panic from also the big investors, not just the retail. So hopefully we are not going to see that number again. If we do, I think I'm going to sell a lot of, land and maybe even my house to buy some Bitcoin.
Makes complete sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you took a pause, you traveled, you enhanced your skills in marketing. And can you give me, like, briefly walk me through that moment and towards what you're doing now? What happened in between?
All right. Yeah. So in between, like in 2022, I was not focusing beyond content. After 2022, I started more on strategy side of things, getting those results, meeting those KPIs on social media, meeting those KPIs on like community building side of things, meeting those KPIs on campaign management side of things. And like in the last 2 years, I like gained a lot of experience into that. So right now, like when I meet with people, I can easily say, okay, I'm working on the marketing side, all things marketing related.
And what are you working on at this point? What's the project you're with? And what are you trying to achieve?
Just yesterday, I signed a contract and I'll be working with a protocol. It's called MZF Protocol. They are based in Australia and they are going to build this AI platform for Web3 fundraise, pre-TGE. So all the founders who are looking for investments before generating the token itself, they are creating this platform and using AI, they are going to identify, okay, like these applications are coming in, AI is going to identify like this project is worth it or not. And if it's worth it, they are going to do that manual checks too. And after that, they are going to offer them like maximum of 250,000 in funding, in fundraising, only the Web3 startups. And it's not easy to get money, get funds in this space, especially when it comes to like going towards VCs, reaching out to people, etc., etc. The space is very noisy, very, very noisy. Also, there are some jurisdiction issues. If you are, let's say, working from Armenia, you're working from India, you're working from Pakistan, Nigeria, Argentina, etc., etc., you are less likely to receive the funds to work on your ideas. The good thing about MZF protocol is that there are no limitations about jurisdiction. You can like work from any country as long as your idea is great. You have the right team. You are going to get the funding to execute on your ideas. So very much focused on expansion and visibility on the marketing side of MZF protocol. And hopefully they are going to get the right attention. And the launch is near. The launch is hopefully in the first quarter of 2026. So I'm going to use my LinkedIn community and I'm going to announce it also on my LinkedIn profile. So all the founders that are looking for pre-TGE fundings, they can easily go and apply there, and hopefully some of them might get funding too.
Okay. And if you were to describe it in one line, what's the problem you solve with the protocol?
We are okay in one line. I think it's not that easy to explain in one line, but simply put, we are helping pre-TGE projects with fundraising in Web3.
Makes sense. It wasn't that hard.
Yeah. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. But there are still a lot of problems in VC sides of things too. Let's say you have Story Protocol, you have Bera chain, BERA chain. These two protocols like raised almost $200 million each. Their blockchains are now live. The last time I checked, Story Protocol was generating $150 in revenues every single day, It's very sad to see. It's very sad to see, and that's the big problem. If you are in the right jurisdiction, if you have the right connection, you are going to get the VC funding, no matter if you're asking for $100 million. Even if your project is not good enough, even if your community is not good enough, even if you are not connected with the right founders, even if nobody is building on your blockchain, and that's sad. That's sad because a lot of quality founders are working in different areas, like say Eastern Europe, Asia, Africa, but just because they don't receive the funding, their ideas are never executed.
And what's the next important milestone, next achievement the protocol tries to hit?
All right. So for MZF Protocol, the next instant achievement is going to be the TGE of the token itself. The token generation event is going to be third weekend of November, and it's listing on different exchanges. So after this, in the first quarter of this year, we are going to launch the protocol itself, and also we have long list of different like founders from all around the world. They are already very interested because they have seen these problems. They have seen these problems in VC funding and in traditional Web3 marketing, traditional Web3 fundraising style. So super excited and fingers crossed.
I can't imagine who would you need to connect with to achieve the goal. Like, you're already doing that, but is there someone you need to connect with to make it easier?
All right. So LinkedIn is very, very important when it comes to B2B, when it comes to different investors, when it comes to like new founders that just started working in the Web3 space. LinkedIn is very, very important because Twitter is great, but it's still full of scams. They have their PFPs. You don't know who's behind this PFP. One guy is running 10 different accounts on X. Like, there are a lot of pros of Twitter as a platform and a lot of cons, if we talk about crypto Twitter in general. So when it comes to like B2B side of things, your face is very important. And that's where I think LinkedIn shines. So my presence on LinkedIn is growing. Thank you so much, for the community, like for all the people who have been supporting me all these years. And I never forget to have fun, on LinkedIn. So meme strategy is a great strategy and it's working for me. Also, like, people have a lot of problems in their lives, so I want to make sure whenever they open LinkedIn, they have some fun. So that's why I'm posting a lot of memes, and it's the new economy of attention, and it's all about understanding this.
I'm always trying to convince people that being active on LinkedIn makes a difference, especially if they have something that's related to B2B. And what I wanted to ask you about LinkedIn, glad you reminded me, what's the top achievement you had while creating content and being active on LinkedIn?
That's a very good question. So the top achievement, some people might say it's financial achievement, but I seriously think the top achievement where I felt the most happy about is like, I met around like at least 100 people from my LinkedIn network in real life. And whenever I meet these people, I always think, okay, this is my top achievement. The second most, like the second achievement, maybe it's going to sound a bit weird, but since 2022 or maybe 2021, I have never worked with any company through applying on their jobs, through using my resume or anything like that. So it's all through visibility of my content and the discussions in the DMs, the real life meetups and everything. So resume, I'm not sure when it's going to help me, but right now, the only thing that's helping me on the financial side and on the career side of things is my LinkedIn presence, and that's it.
Right. You've been in the software engineering, then you've been in the construction business, then you entered Web3, and you spent a lot of time as a professional. What did you learn? Give me the one most important thing that you learned overall.
That's a very good question. And when I started doing business in 2013 and now in 2025, the one most important thing that I learned is the market has its cycles and the market always rewards the patient. If you are patient enough, you are going to get to the desired results. And in blockchain space, like it's true. Every single year you learn the same thing. You don't have to overtrade. You don't have to overthink. You need to do your research, and you earn the most money when you do nothing in these financial markets.
That's a good one. Okay. Thank you, Adil. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much. Hi.
Thank you for joining us today. Leave any questions for Adil in the comments. I'll leave a link to find him in the description, and I'll see you in the next episode.